Transition, the process of change from one state to another. Head men's lacrosse coach Lars Tiffany knows the word very well. Taking the reins of one of the most preeminent programs in the country, he's tasked with changing the system, culture, and identity of the Cavaliers. Supported by his assistants from Ivy League power Brown, Tiffany hopes the changes come with the same speed as his trademark fast break offense.
The main priority was to instill the work ethic and create the culture that's important to our staff. But even more so was ensuring that we had the staff. Once upon a time, I had a good friend of mine said, "Hey Lars, put together a staff that if in place would put your old staff, your old self out of business." It took me until the last couple of years to really do that. Making sure that Kip and Sean came to Charlottesville was my #1 priority after I accepted this position June 21st. And fortunately, that was our first success, and to have them join us. The way we're able to communicate with each other, how we're able to agree and disagree with each other in a constructive manner, what's best for the program, maybe not what's best for my ego, but what's best for the team, and to put, and to learn from each other. It's been a phenomenal experience. Our strengths are very complementary as well. Sean being such an offensive guru and how he sees the flow of the game and how to attack the defenses, how to make the opposing defensive coordinator uncomfortable in the transition game, in the early offensive game, and then in the 6v6 offensive portion. How my experience is a defensive side for 20 years. And then with Kip, who's been a phenomenal goalie here at Virginia. He's an even better goalie coach, and he's also incorporated the face-off specialty. In addition, with Rocco Romero, a midfielder, now you've really satisfied the 4 major positions that we all played as coaches for the team.
The team must crawl before it walks and walk before it runs, and under the tutelage of Tiffany, Kerwin, and Turner, run at will.
The way I look at this offense is 3 phases, all right? You got your transition phase, which we've been hammering. Then you get into what we'll call early offense, which is our sub game, which we're gonna be doing today. Then we build into 6v6. So it's all gonna start coming together. The key, fellas, is to blend the 3 together. No drops, catch and go. Here we go, catch and go, no drops. I attacked the pass, boom, now I play it and I rolled. Good, Phil. Got him. Bring it. Yeah, Kraus!
We've joked about Coach Kerwin, the guru of Go. The system that was implemented at Brown for a couple of years, we continue to tinker with, but what's great is we've got a template that we feel comfortable with. We know how we like the system to work, and now it's just implementing the right men in the right position and making them feel really comfortable with it. But I tell you what, the men of Virginia are really excited about this. The tempo of practice has been great, how hard they're getting after each other. The energy that they're smashing into each other with and competing with, it makes me more and more optimistic that we can be competitive sooner than maybe our opponents hope that we'll be. It's important to us to make sure we have the basic building blocks to start small before we go big picture. And so to build that foundation in the small drills, the 2v2s, the 3v3s, I've really enjoyed seeing those aha moments when now we've put it together in the bigger picture with the team practices here in the first couple weeks. Though even within each practice, you're still seeing the focus on the fundamentals. You're still seeing the focus on the smaller building blocks because we can never lose sight that each of us can be a better player and each of us can be a better coach every day we wake up. The style that we promote, it's a player-focused style. Yes, there's schemes, but there's not rules. There's more guidelines. So what really comes down to is we need really good and smart lacrosse players. And then we're going to let them play. So our objectives are recruit the best players we can, then develop those players to make them even better players, and then put them within this framework where they're allowed to be creative, to express themselves in different ways, where mistakes will happen, and that's okay. But the results could be greater than anything that we could have scripted on a piece of paper.
Despite the intricacies and nuance that Tiffany's system brings, his goals remain quite simple.
Virginia lacrosse is relentless, and Virginia lacrosse is fearless. I want the fan to come away with those 2 words. Ultimately, we want difference makers, leaders, and fearless competitors. We really like the way this has started.